boys, girls, all my Trumpaholics out there, welcome back to the Model Nerds. I'm Joe, and this is more Comic-Con coverage in 2016, and this is Fear the Walking Dead Season 2B, I guess you'd call it, reveal trailer that we got at Comic-Con. The link will be in the description below, so watch that, and then let's talk about it here. Let's have a discussion. What'd you guys think? Because I thought this trailer was pretty enticing, actually. We ended pretty much in an interesting spot, I think, with 2A. 2A really built towards a pretty intriguing climax, pretty much, for that first half of the season. And now we see this reveal trailer pick up with three separate groups, it seems like, when it comes to our main characters. We have the Madison-led group, we have Travis and Chris, and we have Nick doing his own thing, and it seems like Nick is going to get into some interesting stuff. Nick became probably one of the stronger characters in the show, so it's going to be interesting to see him by himself in terms of the main characters and seeing where his character goes, because we saw him kind of get involved with this whole environment with gangs and stuff like that, and it's very interesting, especially for him to be the one to do it, the one who has no fear, to be all alone, not only amongst the dead, because he doesn't seem to have a problem with the dead, but amongst the living as well. Should be interesting in terms of Nick. We see Chris and Travis. That's probably the least intriguing of the three, in my opinion. Chris seems too far gone, and I think that's the story they're trying to tell here is he too far gone? So we'll probably see them try to bring him back kind of to what he was earlier, because in 2A we saw him reach a kind of boiling point, and we saw him evolve, and in the same way Nick did. Those two characters, I always compared the two of them, because they started pretty similar situations, except for Nick being his issues with drugs earlier, and they've really evolved into two completely different characters. And Chris it's going to be interesting to see whether he is in fact too far gone, but it just isn't as compelling as I would say the rest of the show, especially for that kind of be its own thing. If we get episodes where it's just Chris and Travis, I think that's going to lose some people. And then we have the Madison group, and people hate Madison online and stuff. I think the character's okay. Can be kind of annoying at times in terms of decisions, but Strand is with her, and Strand, I think, is a very strong character, so I think that's going to help that group. Plus Alicia and Ophelia are strong in their own right as well, so I think it's a good little ensemble they have there in terms of that group. So I don't think that story will have much in terms of problems. I think that will be interesting. I mean, we got a lot here in this reveal trailer in terms of the direction they're going, and I'm curious to see when the groups are going to kind of merge back and how long it's going to be, because the three groups seem to be going drastically their own ways. So I'm curious if we see them come back together in the finale with this whole gang situation that seems to be going on with Nick. I think that's going to kind of be the focal point of it. So I don't know. It was very interesting, though. Very interesting. Still kind of has that Mexico vibe, which I think at this point is going to help the show, even though it's kind of a gimmick at this point, just taking the show to Mexico, and it's basically Walking Dead in Mexico. But I don't know. It worked for 2A. We'll see how it works kind of in the longer run, since they seem to be staying there for the foreseeable future. We'll see where it goes. The trailer, I think, was very interesting. I want to know what you guys thought, because like I said, this is always a discussion between me and you guys, so let's talk about it in the comments below what you guys think. Are you excited? I know it's not The Walking Dead. I know a lot of people aren't as passionate about this as they are for The Walking Dead, but I think there's a lot of good to be had pretty much in watching Fear the Walking Dead. I think Fear the Walking Dead has a lot of potential. I think we saw a lot of potential kind of get fulfilled in some ways in 2A. I thought it ended in a pretty interesting spot. I thought it had a good ending in terms of the first half of the season. So I'm very optimistic for the future of this season and largely the show. So let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Subscribe. It takes around that much effort to do so. Until next time, you have been traumatized.